Hello there and welcome to the new channel.
Here to help you see
The new you.
My name is Carmine Ortega.
Dennis Calamba.
This is Nato Agbayani.
My name is Juan Lu.
I'm Chino.
I'm Trisha.
This is Apple Manansada.
This is Attorney Carlo Ibanez.
This is Attorney Sheila Santiago.
This is Angie.
This is Argamit.
My name is Dante Salama.
This is Jesse Francis Rebastillo.
I'm Dania Cunha.
Mon Mendoza.
I am Mapet Erhino.
I'm Leo Bryan. Mike.
Nice beer.
Sir Ian Barcelona.
Marvin Salazar. This is Sunny Haldon.
Heidi Lumainos.
This is Ivan Jude.
Patrick Geronimo.
Alan Perez.
My name is Erwin Ursua.
My name is Bob.
My name is Lloyd Luna and this is
Future.
The Talk.
Family Business.
The Puppet Stories.
After Shift.
PNC Town Hall.
YOLO.
Marketplace.
The Home Buyer.
HR Hotline.
Danny Art Show.
Healthline.
Foreign Affairs.
COVID Stories.
Awesome Day Show.
Thank you.
Money and More.
Cybernext.
Women at Work.
Win Within.
Port Project.
The Big Picture.
Sometimes life lets you down and you feel that you are done. You just want a morning run because the fun is all gone. But sometimes life makes you proud when you look far and wide, when you leave the pain behind and see the brighter side. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you. Sometimes life makes you blind and you choose something bad. You just wanna cry and hide and save your face from the crowd. But sometimes life makes you see the beauty in you and me. When you look up above, there is God and there is love. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new. We're here to help you see the newness of life. We're here to help you feel your hope is so real. You got the power to see. We'll help you see the new you. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you.
The new channel. The new channel. The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
You are watching TNC The New Channel, where we help you to see the new you. I'm Leo Bryan, and this is Foreign Affairs. everybody. Welcome back to Foreign Affairs. I am Leo Bryan, your host, and I'm really excited for this week's episode because it's one of my buddies, it's one of my sisters coming onto the show. I'm really excited to interview her. As some of you may know, it's been about 6 years now since I came to the country, and back when I was first into the country, I just came for a visit, and then ended up working on a local TV show. And so when I signed on to the new TV show, one of the very first people I met and got to work with and then became friends with is today's guest. So I'm really excited to welcome her. She is so much more, though, than just some amazing actress. She has taken on so many challenges in life, taken on so many different career angles, and just succeeded at all of them. So it's no surprise that, you know, she's had this success because I've met her firsthand and seen what kind of a person she is, and just simply an amazing soul and human being, let alone just a very, very successful woman. And on top of it all, an amazing mother to 3 beautiful children. So I'd like everyone here to please welcome my guest today, Miss Wilma Dassent. Wilma, come here.
Hi, Lee. Good morning. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
We can get away with the virtual kiss. So there it is.
Okay.
We got the distance down. How are you? Welcome.
I'm good. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me to be part of your show. Nax Lee, that's English, huh?
Yeah, I know. It's all Inglesera here. We just want Ingleseras. We want to talk English. That's it.
My God.
Sorry. We're foreigners here. Foreigners only.
Don't worry. You're my friend. So I got your back. You got me. Okay. Let's do this.
Thank you. All right, let's get right into it, Wilma. Let's start from the beginning. Obviously, our beginning was 6 years ago, working on the amazing Canolos Pinay, shown on TV5.
Yes.
And we had a fun cast to begin with, but you and I hit it off really quick, made fast friends, and really connected.
Yes.
But let's go back even farther. Like, how did you start? The first steps for you were in modeling. Am I correct?
Yes, I was a model. I started as a model way back 1995. My goodness. That's a decade ago. So I started 1995 as a model. I was discovered by Robbie Carmona in Cavite City. You know, it's just, excuse my daughter. So,
no worries.
It's just that I believe that I am destined to be a star. Next, naman. So when I enter modeling industry, so it was really hard for me. I have to learn a lot. I have to learn how to dress up properly, how to communicate with people, because I used to be a shy type person, but nobody believes me that I am a shy type. So that's the sad part. But I am a shy type person, you know that. So then I have to fix myself, study my English because, you know, I was born poor, never had that really great school at the time because I used to live in a slum area. Wow. So we're poor. Even the attitude is really different, really poor, even the attitude back then. So I have to adjust big time for me to be able to enter the modeling industry. And I'm glad that I have a great friends, great association who really helped me build up my self-confidence. Wow. That's why here I am now.
Right on. So the classic question for models, did you get into the industry or were you discovered?
I was discovered by Robbie Carmona, one of Manila's top fashion and event director. Saga, yes. I am his first baby.
First baby. What was the story? What was the discovery? What was that moment like? What were you doing?
It's just an accident. So that moment, that day, I remember that as latter part of December, way back of 1994, I was just outside our house sweeping. And then it so happened that Kuya Robbie got lost his direction and he entered our street. So he stopped his car and surprisingly, I was there. It's a destiny. He asked the direction from me. And then I know the person that he was looking for, who happens to be a designer in Cavite. So I give him the direction, and then after an hour or two, he came back with the designer and asked for me, look for me. I was like, why? So they went to my house, and then my neighbor told me, hey, someone is looking for you. All right. So I went outside, and then I invite them inside, and then Kuya Robbie asked my mom if I can be a model. My mom, without batting an eyelash, said, yes, she can. That's it. I was like, you don't know the person, mother? You said yes. Oh yeah, it's okay. Go. It's a nice job. It's nice to hear. That's my mother. My mother.
Classic PI mom, right? Just
yes, the model.
Throw care to the wind. Yes, my daughter will model. Get in
That's
there.
it. She can start tomorrow. All right. That's it.
Classic. That's awesome. So we can definitely say Robbie, at one point, Robbie was lost and then he was found, right? Because he found you.
Yes, right? Lost and found.
Yeah. Living two lives at once. He is.
And then he asked me, what's your name? I told him, my name is Wilma Dassent. That's it. We will not change anything. That's it. You're Wilma Dassent. Yes, that's me. I was like, yeah, that's me. I have my birth certificate. Okay, that's it.
That's so awesome. That's so great. And so like let's talk about your experience, in the modeling industry. What was the trajectory? What kind of jobs? Because we've spoken about this before. I remember.
Yes.
Many times. And so please lay down a little resume of what some of your modeling jobs, because it's very impressive.
At first, it's not easy for me because I think way back 1995, it's the time in the modeling industry in the Philippines that I have to break in this stereotype, because way back 1995 down the line, the models are the beauty queens. So you have to be plump, you have to be you have to be white, you have to have straight hair, you have to have boobs. The beauty queen materials before was the model. So here I am on the other side of the world, so skinny, so weight, no boobs, so dark, big mouth. I entered the modeling industry, so it's a new person for everyone. At first, I was being bullied because I was size 0. I was so skinny way back then. So I said to myself, no, I wanted to be a model. My mom told me that I can be a model, so be it. So I fight for it. I study, and then here comes Ino Soto, and then the designers started to notice me. Oh, she's different. She's so skinny. She's like a Barbie doll, like that. So then we did. That's the start of the history. Me breaking the stereotype in the modeling industry. After that, they accept the black people. They accept androgynous. They want the skinny. So now everything is open for everyone as long as you have the X factor that they're looking for.
Right. And it's ironic that you say that during that time period you went against the style, because technically your style is very, very New York European.
Yes, but
they're all about the thin, real extra thin.
Not only, exactly. And the look is really different. In the Philippines, the colonial mentality of the Filipino, if you are dark, you're not beautiful.
Yeah,
if you have big mouth, you're not beautiful. If you don't have boobs, you're not beautiful. So that was the thinking before I entered. But I'm happy and I'm glad. And maybe prayers from the mother, from the lolas, and everything to guide me and help me get through it. And maybe it's also the character, the personality. From the start, I am really a bubbly type of person. So I'm always happy. So it helped me a lot to get through whatever I wanted. Sometimes my humor, gets me out of trouble.
You're first of all, you have such a pleasant aura and vibe when you hang around with people. You're, like you said, you're happy, you're fun, you're comedic, but you're also witty. So it's it helps that I'm sure in the modeling industry and the acting industry, you've been in some situations or around people that have this heavy vibe and this downer vibe, and a little wit, a little joke, laugh.
Yes.
And kind of ease up the situation,
just to break the ice.
Nice.
Yes.
So you went on to work with, who are some of the brands that you ended up working with?
Well, imported brands. I used to work with Benetton. Before, it's all Filipino who they use for the modeling. I used to model for the billboard of SM and everything like that. When I entered the modeling industry, it was the heydays of the fashion industry. So we go out of the country. I work for Rene Salud, Ino Soto, Frederic Peralta, and many, many, many more designers. I used to walk in a fashion week. Fashion watch in Manila hotel. So we do a fashion show every afternoon from Wednesday to Sunday. So it's all the designers. So I have a chance to work with each and every one of them.
Right on. Right.
Yes.
On.
Yes.
And
so,
and tell me, like having no background, just being discovered, going into the and having limited education because of your previous situation in your childhood.
Yes.
What were some points? What were some things you find that you look as like key lessons that you learned that you had to learn in the modeling industry?
Okay, one thing, I remember there was a point in time that I was so low because I have to do the show with Joey Mead. Joey Mead came. So he came from Australia, fresh from Australia, and we have to do the show for Gift Gate for a week, just Joey and I. And I'm so low because I cannot speak Tagalog. I cannot speak English. So every time I saw her, I sleep. So Joey Mead is coming, so I have to sleep. So that I will
she'll just go away, right? If you sleep.
Yeah, she just go away. I'm sleeping, and I don't talk to her and everything like that. And then my lolo, my grandfather noticed that I'm really sad because I love talking. I love talking to people. I love making fun. I love making stories, but I cannot make stories in English back then. So I'm really, really sad and frustrated because I don't have a chance to talk to Joey Mead. On the third day, I talked to my Lola, and my Lola told me, that was your problem. If you are happy, I remember the word, if you are happy of what you are doing, you never give up on it. You study. We may not be rich, but there's a lot of ways. I told my Lola that I cannot speak English. And then my Lola told me, no, it's also simple, Wilma. All you have to do is watch Sesame Street. So I watched the children's show. Sesame Street is an English show, right? That's why on the 5th day of our work, when I saw Joey Mead, I was so bubbly. It's like, hey, Joey, good morning. It's a sunny day.
Yes.
And then Joey started bursting out loud. And I told her that, I cannot English. I'm so nervous. I'm sorry. I want to make friends with you. Then Joey told me, no, your English is good. You're funny. That's why you don't talk to me. That's why you always sleep. Now I know. You talk to me in Tagalog. I talk to you in English. So then that's the eye-opener for me that, oh my God, in this kind of industry, communication is very important. So I really have to learn how to speak English. So I study. I read a lot. I read books. I read dictionary. I make sure that I memorize at least 5 words in 1 week. The meaning, how to use it in a sentence. Self-taught. I help myself to improve. You should. We should.
Yes.
And it helped. And it helped me. Now I have my accent,
Yeah, I know. Very County, yes.
Yes.
Very Conyo now. I know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, thank you. So the lesson there is, if you wanted to be somebody or you wanted to prove something for yourself, not for other people, but for yourself, you really have to study, and you cannot stop learning. The journey never stops if you don't understand one thing. You really have to move forward and study every single day.
That's a great piece of advice, and I'm so glad you were able to. I think it's great that you boiled it down to a word: communication. Like, go out, learn how to communicate, study the communication, apply it, and then see that someone like Joey Mead King can not only appreciate it, but connect with you by doing just
Yes.
that. That's
Yeah.
great. That's great. And so, and then there was the move from modeling over to the
Yes.
acting, hosting
And
world.
then after
What year was that? What year was that?
on the hosting world,
Or the acting and
the
hosting, like
acting.
when did
All
you
right.
first do that?
My acting is I think like what Kuya Robbie said, I am always destined to be someone or to be somebody. He believes me in that way. I know the timing. So way back 1998, I believe there's this competition, the Elite Model Look. And back then, I am at the top of my game. I am one of the top model. So they decided to get me as a host for the modeling competition. Again, there is Joey Mead. Joey Mead, Pinky Webb, and then this Manny the Store. These are all professional hosts, and they speak the language fluently. Enter frame Wilma Dassent, who have no background at all. They give me the script on the same day, and Kuya Robbie was so nervous, and all of my friends were so nervous because they know that I cannot do hosting. So all my friends supported me during that day. And then I was like, okay, since I am here, I don't want to look stupid. If I look stupid, it's my fault. I am not a professional host, so when we started the show, when they gave me the mic, the first thing that came out of my mouth was I'm apologizing to the audience, and I told them I'm sorry, hindi ako professional host, but I'll try my best to do my job for the day. But for sure, you know that I am one of Manila's supermodel. That's it.
Got it.
And I break the ice. I got it. And so happened, Mr. Johnny Manahan of ABS-CBN was watching that show. And he said, who is that girl? I want that girl to be in my show. And that's it. Tita Winnie Mariano was looking for me. They found me through Kuya Robbie, and then I entered showbiz.
Right on. And the first show, what was the first show you did?
I did isang linggo na po sila with the Apo Hiking Society.
Wow.
Yeah, the old school one. Then after that, the Magandang Tanghali Bayan, and then I started doing ASAP, Cybercada, and I started also doing the sitcom, the comedy shows. So that's it. Yes.
And have you ventured into dramatic roles?
No. No one will believe me if I cry on national TV. They will think it's funny. Because my mom I did one show with the crying scene, the drama thing. And then my mom told me, yeah, ang pangit mo. Hindi bagay sa'yo. I was like, okay, I will not do it again. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the end of my dramatic career.
That's great. Glad to hear mom. Mom doesn't lie to you.
Mom
Tells you how
always,
she really feels. Thanks, Mom.
yeah, the number one critic.
That is it. That is it. Always keep you going. And so that's now been, what year was that you did the transition over? It was early 2000s?
Early 2000, 1998. I entered 1995 in modeling. 98, I entered the show business, and up to the present, I still do it every now and then.
Right on. That's great.
Yes. Yes.
That's great. And what did you notice, like, going from modeling to the acting and entertainment side? What did you have to change about? What were some adjustments that you had to make between the two?
All right. In modeling industry, the discipline is very different. Very tight discipline. You go there to yourself. You bring everything with you. You do your own makeup if you have to. You bring all your shoes. You carry it with you, and you really have to be on time because they deducted 500 pesos for every 30 minutes period you are late. That is the modeling industry. Now, when I entered the showbiz, I was surprised. Oh, everybody was late, like 5 hours late, 3 hours late. I was like, what's happening here? And I realized that the people, not only the people, but also the staff in showbiz are very sensitive. Everything is issued. With my big mouth, open heart and big brain, I say what I feel. Oh, that's an issue. But in modeling, it's not an issue. In modeling, you can say anything you want to the person, straightforward. And if you take it against me, that's it. But in showbiz, that's the hardest thing that I have to adjust. That I have to keep my mouth shut.
Got it. Got it.
Yes.
And then you, at what point did you get into MIILC? When did that come about? I find it amazing because you basically totally switched gears from that. I know modeling and acting are different, but they're kind of similar animals in that you have a schedule that's semi-similar, style semi-similar. How did you get into the MIILC? And explain, please, what the company is about.
Okay. I got pregnant with Ashana, my first pregnancy. So after my first pregnancy, I was thinking, okay, I don't have contract in my showbiz industry, and I don't have job in modeling industry. What will I feed to my daughter? I'm a single mother. How can I feed my daughter? How can I raise a good person without any job? So I started working as a PR and marketing with a friend of mine. I started to accept day job until comes 2012. 2012, then I got pregnant. I gave birth to my second daughter, which is again, I am a single mom, so I have to raise my two children alone. I have to think of something. I remember way back when I wasn't Wilma Dassent at all, I wanted to be a teacher. I always wanted to be a good teacher. But since we are poor, my mom never asked help for anyone to send me to college. So I don't have college background. And then I met this person, the name of Mel Obispo, who happens to be the owner of SKB. So after having Ashana and Svetlana, I wanted to stop everything and do a regular job because I have to feed my children. So I started studying culinary because I wanted to open or to go to ship, to join the ship maybe, or go abroad. The always Filipino thinking, you study hard, then you go abroad, then maybe you can find your destiny or something like that. So I studied culinary because I wanted to join the ship, a cruise ship. I can work as a dishwasher or maybe anything, as long as I have my NC2. Then here comes the OJT time. Then he told me, you are not the type of person that I will put in the kitchen. Let's put up this business. I'll help you. I'll teach you. Then you do the marketing. Then that's the start of the first marketing I did for their school, which is the British Columbia. And then something happens, Then I decided bad things happened between the partnership, our partner. I was betrayed by that person, but I owe it everything to him. So I decided to put up my own company, which is the Manila International Integrated Learning Center. And it happened on 2013. 2012. Yeah, 2012, I was pregnant with Orion. So I put up the Manila International Integrated Learning Center because I told to myself, this is my third child, so I really have to have my own business. Either I know it, I know that, I have good intention, I have pure intention doing this kind of business, I'll do it. I will help. This business will help my family, my children. And with this business, I will try to help a lot of children who wanted to be successful in their life. So that's the birth of MIS.
That's great.
Yes.
I have amazing.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. I have to wake up early. That's the changes. Because it's a corporate world, I have to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning and be home by 6 p.m. to be with my children. So that's the world. Yes, and you have to deal with the dean, the vice president for academic affairs. My goodness, all of this. Again, I want it. I'm persistent. I can see the potential in the business. So what I did, every single day or every other day, I go to Commission on Higher Education to study, to ask questions. So good thing God is good. I always have a person with me that who are willing to help, give time to teach me technicalities, what are the things that you cannot do because you are dealing with the students, what are the things that you have to do since you are dealing with the school, tons of requirements that you have to submit, and I made it. And still, Manila International Integrated Learning Center is the #1 auxiliary service provider. Ah,
Yes. Testimony.
yes.
I'll give you a free testimony. You know I've used your services, and I'm very impressed with the way you guys run shop. So I definitely. Hey, you know what? Well, we're going to break for a commercial, but I want to keep talking about this business because there's some. I've got questions for you about it, and really excited to talk about it. Everyone, you're watching the new channel. We'll be right back to Foreign Affairs. Welcome back, everybody, to Foreign Affairs. I'm Leo Bryan, your host, and having a great discussion today, a great interview with the one, the only, Miss Wilma Dassent, just showing us that, tenacity, grit, making the effort to learn and improve yourself can pay off big time, as it has for her. Before we get back to the great conversation with her, as I mentioned just about every time, this isn't the only show here on the new channel. There are numerous other shows being shown and streamed, and the new channel, was this blessing in disguise. It came out of the pandemic last year. Started as 1 or 2 shows, and then now grown over to 25 shows streaming throughout the week with just about anything anyone could want to listen to, and any kind of interest you might have. It's probably here on the new channel. So definitely please watch all our live stream shows. And some of the shows are Life Turnaround Stories at U-Turn, which is on Mondays and Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. The Stage is Yours on TNC The Talk, Mondays at 12 noon. Have an Awesome Day. Awesome Day is on Mondays at 2:30 p.m. The Home Buyer Show guides you to a property, Mondays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. You can laugh and learn from the Puppet Stories, which shows on Mondays at 5:30 p.m. Notable personalities and their stories are shown on The Big Picture, Mondays to Fridays at 7 p.m. Listen to This Generation on The Millennial Voice, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Human Resources and Management on HR Hotline, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 12 noon. Well Home brings a well life. It shows Tuesdays and Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. The Journey Continues on Moving on Business, Tuesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. Learn from The Market Leader, which shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. And it's never too late for A Mental Shift, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. U.S., Wednesdays and Fridays 10:30 a.m. Philippines. Money and More, Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. Philippines and 5:30 a.m. U.S. Those U.S. times look like they're Pacific times. So cybersecurity is key on the show Cyber Next, Wednesdays at 12 noon. Health is Wealth shows on the Health Line, Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Coping and Coupling, Couple Goals shows Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. Chill and Booze on the show The After Shift, Wednesdays and Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Know Your Rights on the show Yola, Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Emerging and Practical Technologies are on Tech U, which shows Fridays at 2:30 p.m. Magbenta Bumili at Tumulong on the TNC Marketplace, Fridays and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Dream, Achieve, Nurture, and Inspire on Danny Art Show every Friday at 5:30 p.m. Celebrate the show Women at Work at 9 a.m. on Saturdays. Time to Hear Positive News. COVID Stories is a show that shows every Saturday at 10:30 a.m. The Family Business is everyone's business. Family Business shows Saturdays at 4 p.m. Beauty Beyond What Your Eyes Can See. The show is Usapang Beauty on Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. Listen to success stories on The Fourth Project, Saturdays 6 p.m. Dubai time, 10 p.m. Philippines. Strategize and win in life through the show Win Within every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. And you can also catch original content from TNC One Day, TNC Arena, TNC PressCon, and TNC Town Halls, Saturdays at 7 p.m. And these are co-hosted by TNC founders Lloyd and Apple. Town Hall is where we talk to you, our valued audience. And of course, the show you are watching today, where we learn together across borders, is the show Foreign Affairs, streaming Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. There's more upcoming shows, so follow #TNC now on Facebook and YouTube, and allow your passion to inspire you, and together let us #see the new you. So let's get back to Wilma. Miss Wilma, get back here, sis. We gotta talk. Chica time. Absolutely. So you make the move, you make the jump over to MIILC, you get the ball rolling, and first of all, I really was interested by your comment that you spend 2 to 3 days a week over at the Center for Higher Education.
Yes.
You're over the 10 offices, and you say you're over there studying. What is it? What gave you that idea to do that? What are some steps that you're taking at Ched that then you can come back and improve your business?
Okay, since I deal with colleges, with students, right? So they have a requirement. So it has to be approved by Ched. So when I lay down my program, because I send students abroad, the OJT program, the international internship and local internship. So with this kind of program, you have to send students outside the country. So what I do is I have to go to Ched, because the Ched, the Commission on Higher Education, is the one who will give you the clearance, so that the immigration people will let your student go outside with all this bunch of requirements. So what I do is I go there, I go to the Office of the Student Affairs, because they're the one who's handling or giving the clearance for you to be able to send the students abroad. So I have to go there every now and then, read their memorandum of agreement, the circular memorandum order, what is the technicalities, maybe because they may find my office as a human trafficking, or maybe cheap labor, which is I don't like, because that's part of the law in the Philippine education industry. So I have to deal with Ched every now and then confirm it to the college, and at the same time get a go signal to the immigration officer. So these are the things that I have to do, the logistics for me to be able to send the students abroad or outside the Philippines. Same thing if, for example, if you are the students from Zamboanga, for example, because I have school partner as far as Zamboanga del Norte. So same thing. If they want, from these students, if they wanted to go to Manila for their on-the-job training, so I really have to submit a lot of documents as well to the Ched, so that the school will allow their students to go to Manila and do their training here in our school under our program. So that's what I have to do.
Yes.
Yes.
And when I think it's really interesting that you bring up, unfortunately, the story here in the Philippines is one of the huge factor in history here has become the OFWs and people working abroad. The concept working abroad is so ingrained in Filipino lifestyle, and so I'm sure you have to. It's not only you're taking steps to prevent that happening with your students, but you're also taking steps to take care of your image and your reputation with the Czech too, right?
Yes, that's very important because they can ban you. They can say to the immigration, no, this is illegal company. So the purpose of me sending out all of these students, the reason why I wanted them to see the world, and maybe if you cannot afford the fee for my international, you can come here to the Philippines, because I just wanted to take all this young generation out of their comfort zone. Because now it's really different compared 10 years ago. Children now become lazy, they don't want them to go out of their comfort zone. So it's a test of their personality, their attitude, their character, and it is also a test for them if they wanted this kind of job. So it's a real life situation. I teach them how to become independent and to be, it's not every day it's a better process, right? Because in real life, it's not. So this is just a glimpse or a sneak peek of what will happen to them in the real world when they started to work for their career. Yes. So
that's great. I love to hear the fact that you're not just doing it for the basics of, okay, I need my culinary on the job, or I need this requirement fulfilled. I having been someone that's lived half my life abroad in about 6 different countries, and done traveling throughout, backpacking on my own. The thing I can say about my life that I love and that I've learned is every time I stepped out of the comfort zone, things got good. Right?
Yes.
I think it's great that you're not only teaching them nice skills, but you're teaching them, a mindset and a paradigm on life.
Yes, because you can acquire skills, right? But the mindset, the character, you have to learn it on yourself through experience, because that's what happened to me. I have to learn it through experience because I believe that you can learn your skills and you can upgrade all your skills. But if you don't have the proper mindset, the heart, and the perseverance or the patience, then even though you're good, it's really nothing. It boils down again to your character. That's very important.
That's absolutely it. That's great.
That's English, Lee. That's a straight English for you.
Go meet King. Go meet King. Watch and eat your heart out. Joey, we're looking at you. So I've got to ask this question next because it's just the recurring theme, because it's the elephant in the room. That's a metaphor, Wilma, in English. So the elephant in the room is the pandemic. So what was your big shift? What were your pivots during this pandemic? Because let's be honest, one of your main focuses is the work abroad, people going to new countries, which has stopped. So how did you pivot? What did you change up about the business? And what have you recalibrated and focused on to maintain during the time?
Last year, the pandemic starts at March 15, right?
Correct.
March 15 of 2020. First quarter of the year, I know that I can feel and I can see all my millions in my hand, because I have a lot of school. I mean, I've been sending students to Japan, not only the HRM students, agricultural students, medical students, and everything. Everything is planned and laid out, and I can see my million. I can smell it. Then here comes the lockdown. I cried. I was like, What happened? I worked for it for like 7 years, all my life for 7 years, my time, effort, that thing, and then lockdowns happened. I cried. Good thing I have my baby love. You know my baby love. Yes, yes, I got my baby love. I got my children with me. So they said, as long as we have each other, we're good. I said, okay, this is it. I have to live for my children, and all we have to do is go back to our basic, to our roots. Since my family, we don't live a lavish life. We don't have that kind of lifestyle at all. So we're okay with that. And then good thing, pre-pandemic, September 1 of 2019, I opened a small carinderia, a small eatery in General Trias, which is the Chicks ni Otit. So then the pandemic comes.
What's it called?
Chicks ni Otit.
Yeah. Burn that into your brains, people. Burn that into your, what's it called?
Chicks ni Otit.
Okay. Wait, this time this year?
So I said, okay, we don't have any source of income. We have 3 children. By the way, it's 4 because I have my other kuya with me. We have 4 children. We have 4 mouths to feed, plus the 2 of us. We're 6, plus other responsibility behind me because I'm a breadwinner. I'm a provider for my parents as well because they're old already. So what we plan is, okay, let's do the delivery. I do the marketing, then I will deliver. That's it. So he cook, and the children go to the restaurant. We help each other. Then the good thing about it that pandemic is our family get more closer together. We decided to, okay, we have each other back. Let's help each other. With this, we can survive the pandemic. Though I have savings, but since we don't know since this pandemic will end, the most important thing to me is I am not in debt. I have savings, and we live a basic life, normal, a simple life. We eat 3 times a day, so we eat good food, develop, cook the food, and then we deliver. So I put gimmick in my deliver. So every time you order through online, I will deliver the food to you personally with my mic. So I use my mic as a gimmick. So when I enter when I know it's your gate, I will sing a song. You know me, I'm not a singer, but I love singing. So I will call your name. I have my mic, so all the people outside will go outside for them to know that I have my delivery. So then that's the start of our delivery, and it picking up, and then and here comes the GCQ, where you can accept customer, but 30% of your dining area. So we did it. We don't have any staff. It's just Bebelab, the ones who cook. I'm the one who do the market. And then my children, Ashana is the cashier. Orion is the one who take good care of the water and the drinks. My kuya is the one who do the delivery by a motorcycle. So it's a family business. And then I realized how important that these children, if you just teach them how, or you have time to tell them what to do, they will listen and they are willing to help. I'm glad that my children, they are willing to help. They are not shy to be in the restaurant, cleaning the table, passing out all these dirty utensils. We did it and we survive it. We enjoy it. So we have little earning. So what we do, we save, we go to the beach. That is our leisure. We do camping, we do overnight, and then go back, work together as a family, and then smile. Sometimes we fight. Me and Bebela, we fight in the kitchen. No, it's not like that. It's like this. So it's a normal thing. We're not perfect. Sometimes I get mad to the children. Why are you like this? You should say hello, good morning, thank you for coming, like that. So they listen, and we survive. And surprisingly, we're doing good. Everybody's happy. No one gets hungry. And I don't have debt again. Again, that's lucky. I don't have, we call it utang in Tagalog. I don't have that.
That's great.
Yes.
That's great.
We learn how to live the pandemic. We learn to live, go back to the basic. I think that's the lesson that the Lord wanted us all to learn. It's not about what do you want, your success, not the money and everything. You go back inside your house because you will realize at the end of the day, it's a pandemic or it's a World War III or IV. As long as you have your family, you can survive together. And you have the faith, of course.
There it is. That's great. Well,
Yes.
I'm about ready to finish strong, but first we're going to hit a commercial break, Wilma, so we'll be right back. Everybody, you are watching the new channel, and this is Foreign Affairs. Welcome back to Foreign Affairs. I am Leo Bryan, your host, and we're having a great, fun conversation today with the one and only Miss Wilma Dassent. Wilma, come on back.
Yes.
Come on out. Hello. So, we're almost at the end of the show, and so I've just got a couple more questions for you, and I just want to keep it simple. But let's finish strong. Let's have fun.
Let's finish strong. Let's kiss each other virtually.
Right? And so I think you brought up a great point at the end of that was, your pivot during the pandemic was starting the food business,
Yes.
having to recalibrate that. But more importantly, what you were able to consolidate and stick together as a family.
Yes.
I think one of the things that I've always admired about you is I know about your arc in life, where you came from, what you've gone through and achieved. And the whole time it's just amazing to me to imagine that you are also an incredible mother of 3 children. Please share if you don't have advice, if you don't know exactly what you did, maybe let's look at it this way. What did you always try to do, or what did you always try to focus on to be the best parent possible with 3 children? During I know acting is not a consistent gig.
Yes.
I know starting up your business is not, there were long days, long hours, and you and Baby Love came together in 2012. You guys have been together since when?
But you're good, huh? Yeah. Because we're 14 years.
Yeah. So so there wasn't always a partner in your life.
Yes.
Let's be honest. So what was it? If you don't have a specific step you took, what did you always try to do? What did you always try to focus on?
Me, what I always try to do is I always wanted to do good for myself. Always. That's one of my priority. I have to do good for myself. I have to prioritize myself for me to be able to think. Because I know it's a cliche that, you have to love someone, be in love like that. But, at the end of the day, it will always boils down to you as a person. How good you wanted to be as a person. That's what I do. I always focus on myself. I have my self-love. That's very important because I thought to myself at the end of the day, but nothing is permanent. Maybe it's after I'm not wishing, but baby love can be gone. I mean, will be with other partner. My children, they will grow up and everything. So at the end of the day, it's just me. So I have to know how to make myself happy. I know how to entertain myself. I take good care of myself properly because I have to be healthy for me to be able to do all these responsibilities that I have in my life, and passing it also to my children. Just be simple, be happy, love yourself, respect yourself, so that you can give it back to other people hundredfolds. That's what I focus on every single day. I have to be happy, I have to be strong, and I have to be beautiful.
Oh, that's a great mantra and a great. It's just that's a great focus to have. And
Because if you don't know all this, how can you give it to? How can you teach to other? If you don't know how to love yourself, how can you teach love to your children? You yourself, you don't know it, right? If you don't respect yourself, how can you teach respect to other people? Because you don't respect yourself. So it has to start with you. How great or how good you want it to be.
Got it. That's great. That's awesome.
I told you.
Yeah.
I told you.
Hey.
I told you.
Get the cobra.
Oh.
And so and then Wilma, so we've talked about the past, we've talked about the current situations. So what's next? What's next for Wilma Dassent? What's next for the amazing story arc of your life?
The next one we're planning now for our restaurant, because Manila International, the office in Makati, the Manila International Integrated Learning Center is already picking up slowly because it's getting the schools are opening again, so we have a platform. So we're starting slowly but surely for the Manila International Integrated Learning Center. But with the Chicks Ni Otip, again, because we believe in our product, you believe in yourself, you believe in your capacity, we found an investor. Yay! Someone is investing in our restaurant, so we will do the rollout maybe in the middle of the year or towards the end of the year. So we will put up another branch slowly but surely, one step at a time. So we're branching out and we're putting our second floor for our main restaurant. Yay! Yay! Yes. So business is growing slowly but surely. Prayers and with the help of my children, other friends who support, with the platform like this that we can do free advertisement. We really appreciate it, and this helped us a lot. And thank you so much.
It's my pleasure, and Wilma, I know without a doubt you and the family are going to do great. So I mean, it's what you've been doing ever since all along, and I'm expecting great things from you guys. So, and that's an expectation without pressure. I just know it's going to happen. So I'm really excited for all of you. Congrats. So on that, hype your, you got 2 minutes. Floor is yours. Do some hype. Bring the noise. Publicize.
Hello. First and foremost, Lee O'Brien, my brother, thank you. And thank you also for all of you who watch Foreign Affairs with Lee O'Brien. He's a good friend of mine that support the new channel. And of course, please like and share Chicks Ni Otip, Binalot o Kain, our restaurant. And of course, my first baby, the Manila International Integrated Learning Center. So maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And I wanted to end this day is, at the end of the day, you decide for your happiness. At the end of the day, it's your life, it's your channel. So you don't mind the bashers, you don't mind the ups and downs, as long as you move forward with your life, with all your heart, with your faith in it. Ask help if you want, seek help, ask questions for you to be able to be successful in what venture or journey that you wanted in life. Either it's a small one or either it's a big one. Asking help for someone is very important because no one is stronger than anybody else.
Well said. Great message. Thank you,
Yes.
Wilma.
I love you,
Sis,
Lee.
I appreciate you being here. Always
Thank
appreciate you, and thank you for making the time.
Thank you, brother.
Right on. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Well, now you see why I'm so impressed with her. You know, Wilma Dassent is an amazing woman, a class act, a beautiful soul, but also amazing the things she's overcome, and just brings joy to everyone that she encounters. So it was really a pleasure to have an interview with her today. That she took the time to be here was really appreciated as well. So that's about it for this week's edition of Foreign Affairs. I appreciate all of you guys watching. Just a quick shout out to, want to also pump everyone up on Oakley Food Products, of course. Tune in to @Oakley Food Products on Instagram or Facebook. And then also Oakley Cooking, our blog. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as well. We just released another new video, and we got some new ones coming out. And you can follow me at Lee O'Brien, both Instagram and Facebook. I'm prevalent. And I appreciate all of you guys tuning in here to Foreign Affairs. We're happy to give you guys this information, give you guys these shows, and bring people like Wilma here to share amazing knowledge and amazing experiences for everyone to learn from. So that's going to do it for this episode of Foreign Affairs here on the new channel. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Lee O'Brien, signing out.